Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Steve from Duo Reacts. Go ahead.
Hey you guys, Lacey and Steve here from Duo Reacts.
Steve and Lacey. She said that all wrong.
And thank you so much for stopping by.
Yes, thank you so much for coming into our living room.
And watching The Walking Dead with us.
Yes.
We are watching Season 2.
Episode 4.
Cherokee Rose. And again, Cherokee Rose, I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Is that a thing?
That's an
I
Indian
don't know. It must be, because I've never heard of it before.
You ever heard the song Cherokee?
No.
I can't play it for you or we'll get a strike, so...
I mean, I've heard of the word Cherokee and that, Cherokee Indians. But other than that, no. Cherokee Rose, I don't know what that is. So.
Yeah, well, if you have Spotify, put it in, Cherokee. You'll see what I'm talking about.
In the last episode, Shane went completely bananas, apparently.
Carl's in a bad situation.
But seems like he is getting better.
Who? Shane?
No, Carl.
Carl's in bad shape.
He's in bad shape, but it seems like Herschel, did his thing. And it seems like he's out of hot water for the moment.
Well, we'll see. I'm still not convinced.
I mean, he
You
said
got
the surgery
Sophia out
was
there. She's lost in the woods. Probably either been captured by somebody or she's been eaten out.
Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about Sophia. I feel like she's not going to be found at this point.
Walker bait.
It's been too long.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. Shane is going downhill. He made a very...
Off the rails.
Off the rails. He made a bad decision in the last episode.
He looks to be doing a little bit of
It looks
Walter's
like
meth.
He's changing. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
He is allowing this world to change who he is.
He's succumbing.
He's succumbing to the Walker apocalypse in a negative way.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't look right, and like I said, he looks like the guy from
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. Private Pile.
Yeah, his brain is going a little sideways. So
for sure.
It'll be interesting to see how his story.
It looked like he was
progresses.
coming out of it and starting to be, like productive for a moment. Volunteering to go get the stuff, and
a couple episodes ago, it seemed like he was like I was like,
it's
yay,
like he flip flops.
Like, good job, Shane.
Yeah.
And then this last episode, I was like, no, boo.
Yeah.
So we'll see what
We're gonna
happens.
have to stick to the. I mean, I understand losing it for a moment, maybe. That was a little bit too far where he went, but then he started to do the right thing, and then all of a sudden he's back on a psychopath. So you can't have a flip flopper and understand that he's okay in the head. He's just not.
Right. He's not okay in the head at this point, and I think it's only going to keep getting worse.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how this episode goes, see where it leads.
Yep.
I'm sure there's going to be some character development going on now because we got new people. So we'll have to understand that. There may not be, there might be some action because every time I say that, every episode has been action-packed.
Right.
But, I feel like...
You feel like we might be getting into some more episodes.
Yeah.
More character-based. And,
with Carl being in the position he is medically, they're going to have to stick around, so we're going to have to get to know these people and learn what their story is a little bit. So that's my prediction on this one.
Okay.
We'll have to see where it goes, but it could be, once again, another holy shit moment. Who knows? Because every one of them's been a holy shit moment.
Right, that's true. It has been. So, you about ready to get into this episode?
Sure, let's go.
All
let's duo it.
Let's do it.
Get it on like Donkey Kong. Oh, nice attire, Psycho Shane.
Oh, he's wearing Otis's clothes, remember? Oh, looks like everybody else is on the way here. The rest of the group. Farmer Shane.
Carl. Sophia. She came.
Wow.
Well, that's
First
the
thing, yeah.
first thing.
She's fine. Yes.
Ooh.
Be right
I don't know. I know he's trying to, like,
Get his mind off. I know,
right.
but maybe
Doesn't want to stress him when he's in this position.
Yeah.
But
Otis.
Blessed be God.
having a
Father
funeral
of our Lord,
service. Yeah.
You were the last one with him when you shared his final moments. Please. I need to hear.
And he did.
I
Yeah.
need to know his death had meaning.
Yeah, so I killed him. It was me.
We were about done. We gotta save the boy. See, that's what he said. He gave me his backpack, he shoved me ahead. I take the rear, I'll cover you. And when I look back, if not for Otis, I'd never made it out alive. And that goes for Carl, too. He saved us both.
Wow.
And he did that for that meaning. See,
I don't know what to think.
He said like the perfect thing to the family
Which is
in
good.
that moment, but at the same time knowing what he actually did, it's like, yeah, it's weird.
Like he's trying to legitimize that
Yeah,
in
well
his
again,
mind too,
yeah.
while saying it.
yeah, he's trying to justify it in his own head that it had to be done.
I prefer you not carrying guns on my property. We've managed so far without turning this into an armed camp.
we're guests here. This is your property, and we will respect that.
Ugh.
First
I don't
things
know
first,
about that.
Check it out. Find Sophia. I have to be the one what has to be done.
I'm sure that
You
we
remember
brought up
what he
again
told
about
her?
the guns at some point.
Oh, I'm
'cause I
sure.
have a feeling that they're gonna
Yeah,
show.
secure all the weapons. Make sure
I'm running short already. I should make a run into town.
put the place Shane with.
No, there's a pharmacy just a mile down the road. I've done it before.
See our man there in the baseball cap? That's Glenn, our go-to-town expert. I'd ask him along just to be cautious.
Oh jeez.
I hear you. Did you mean it? You said stay. Did you mean it? If you didn't, you just say so. Do it now. I need to know.
A minute.
I mean, I think he might be taking that stay as meaning something different than what you might have meant it.
Maybe
to,
in a
though.
Utah
Hang
stay.
her fast. I got a pharmacy run. You in?
Miss, what's the water situation here?
I'll go saddle your horse then.
I guess you're going with.
Horse?
Give up our guns.
Slide off. You're halfway there.
There you go, Shane.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
Daryl.
little bonding moment there, maybe.
Right.
You okay on your own?
Once you find this girl and your boy's fit for travel, I expect you'll move on. We need to be clear on that.
Oh shit.
Well,
I get it though. Give it time.
I understand on what he's saying though.
Hello, farmer's daughter.
Glenn. Glenn.
Oh.
There's one other item. I wrote it down separately. It's personal. If we could be real discreet about that. Try the feminine hygiene section.
Yeah, enough said. Consider done.
She needs some tampons.
I'm not
No.
weak. And I'm not a
It's not
coward.
what I'm guessing.
Never said you were.
No, what I said.
But you could be right. But that's not my
I'd
guess.
rather you never told anybody about that stuff I said.
I think I know what you're thinking, and I think you might be right.
I couldn't get a word out.
Sin does their part. Am I right?
Uh-oh.
Do your part. That's what I always say.
Something's going on in the well.
That's exactly what that means.
Yep.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
Swimmer.
Ew, what the?
How long do you think it's been down there?
Long enough to grow gills. We can't leave it. If that thing hasn't contaminated the water yet, blowing its brains out will finish the job.
She's right. Get risky. She has to come out alive.
You gonna drink water out of that after that thing's been in there?
Hell no.
Leave it in there at that point. Did they put a ham down
It's
there?
what it is. The ham's as nasty as he
He's
is.
not going for it. And because I can't have no.
We need live bait.
What?
No. Tell me how that makes sense.
Have I mentioned that I really like your new haircut? Give a nice shake hand. Don't worry about it, bud. Hey.
They're seriously gonna put him down the well.
Living piece. The living part isn't.
That makes 0 sense, you guys. The water's still nasty and not drinkable.
Yep, doing great. Living the tree.
They're just putting his life in danger for no reason.
Well, number one, any way you look at it, it's disgusting.
They're gonna somehow get
That thing's nasty.
that thing is exactly. I would not drink that water.
You know something's gonna happen.
Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh, it's
Jesus.
freaking taken 6, how many of her people? Oh. Glenn has to start learning to say no. No, I'm not doing that.
Stand up, get leverage. Nice harness, but
still dumb as shit.
Back to the drawing board.
Says you.
Oh, he. In all that chaos,
You
he
got
still
him.
somehow got him. Come on, come on. Maybe she's hiding out in here.
well, there's a reason he's here. So, somebody's been there.
Yeah. Somebody very small has been there that can fit inside that closet with blankets.
Her?
That's what I'm thinking.
She's been there, I think.
I'm thinking so too. Okay, creepy. Looks like a face in the doorway. Did you see that?
No?
I'm gonna have to rewind that. Like later. Like in the doorway, it looked like there was a face.
fucking slimy that is.
It's disgusting.
Watch out now. Just a little more.
Oh.
Come on. Come on.
Oh.
Oh, it's ripping.
It's ripping apart. Oh.
That would do it.
Yeah, I think it's done contaminated now. Oh my gosh, that is disgusting. Maybe you should have just done that to begin with.
So what do we do about it?
Dang. He's like,
Then we didn't do anything stupid like shoot it.
he needed to let out some frustration, okay?
Wow. Incredible job on
The
putting that thing together.
yeah.
You don't think, you just... You act.
Is that what you did last night?
Sounds like somebody else is counting on you. That's your partner.
Kind of.
I think that's
And there ain't nothing easy about taking a man's life, no matter how little value it may have. But when you get it done, you have to forget it. I guess I haven't quite got that last part down, yes.
oh yeah.
But you're getting there.
He's talking about last night for
I
sure.
hope so.
The most recent.
It wasn't tampons.
Sure blue.
What you got?
Nothing, just... That's the general stuff.
Condoms. Then you're a pretty confident guy.
He's like, wait.
No. No. I wasn't. I would never.
Something wrong with me?
No. No, I wouldn't- I
He
would
does
never have
not know what to say
sex.
right now.
I'm lost.
Just stop talking.
I'll have sex with you.
Oh,
Really? Why?
he says
Asking
really?
questions.
Why?
I'm wondering.
It's not like our options are vast these days.
Oh, okay.
That's too easy. She gonna hit him? She's psycho? No.
Oh no, she just wants to get some. She wants to get some
You're
of
not
that.
the only one that's lonely.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Oh, damn, Glenn. Good for you.
Nice.
And the farmer's daughter.
He's like, oh, it's my turn. They having some pharmacy fun.
I don't know, but that was different.
A
It's
little
the best
bit, yeah.
pickup line I've ever heard.
I mean,
Grab condoms and
I
stumble.
wasn't planning on. Wait.
You need to reconsider. Asking us to leave. You need to reconsider. If you saw how it is out there, you wouldn't ask. You're a man of belief. If you believe anything, believe that.
Oh.
Will you consider my request?
There are aspects to this, things that I can't and won't discuss. But if you and your people respect my rules, no promises, but I will consider it.
That's
You
fair
know,
enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. At least he's considering it, and they seem to be getting along well. They come back all smiling.
Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
So it was good.
It was a one-time thing.
Oh, he's like, wait, I wanted this to be like every day.
Everything go okay?
Nothing happens.
Nope. Nothing at all, Dad.
I don't think he senses. Well, here comes Lori for her
For her.
condoms.
Mm-hmm. AKA pregnancy test. I
knew
know what
that's-
that
I
is.
knew that's
I
what
know
it was
what
for.
True Blue is. He's like, no comment.
Flower? Cherokee Rose. The story is that when American soldiers were moving Indians off their land on the Trail of Tears, the Cherokee mothers were grieving and crying so much because they were losing their little ones along the way. Exposure, disease, starvation. A lot of them just disappeared. So the elders, they said a prayer, asked for a sign to uplift the mother's spirits, give them strength, hope. The next day, this rose started to grow right where the mother's tears fell. I believe this one bloomed for your little girl.
Wow.
Daryl, I love you. That is like the best thing he could have done for her in that moment.
I said it was sweet, but
Can I marry you, Daryl?
She's gonna really like it in here.
That is so sweet, though. It is.
Since you're in the club now, you get to wear the hat. We'll have it written tomorrow, so it's better.
Totally fits you, Carl. Totally. You need to wear that forever, for the rest of your life. Is that a knife?
I like the music to that.
Right? No, she's just going to piss on a stick.
They made it all dramatized.
They did
for that?
dramatize that, like, big time. Like she was going to, like, do something crazy. And guess what, baby? Got a bun in the oven. And who da daddy? Yep. Oh, that came back real quick.
The scent is strong with that one.
Yeah. You are very pregnant, girl. Yep.
I didn't know what to say or think.
So not only is Lori pregnant during like the worst possible time that it could be to be pregnant during a Walker apocalypse, but also she, my guess is, probably does not know who the baby daddy is.
Well, I'm thinking it'll be Shane.
Depending on how far along she is and how many periods she's missed or whatever. My guess at this point, it's looking kind of like Shane's, but...
Probably is.
So, two dilemmas. Baby daddy, not Rick. And...
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, definitely a lot more...
Definitely puts that question into play, so...
Yeah, and also, like, what the heck? Like, how being pregnant during a apocalypse like this, you know, how difficult is it going to be to take care of a baby? You know, like, babies cry. And
The good thing is, I mean, life goes on.
yeah, I mean, you do what you have to do.
But, you know, it's still... Yeah, like you said, it's a dilemma, and in this world,
Is it something that you're going to want in this kind of world? I mean,
especially a
So
baby being
early
loud,
on.
and
Yeah.
there's a lot of thought I got to put into this before I
Yeah.
speak about it. I think, but
Right.
Crying, you can't muffle really a baby.
Right.
You can't hide it.
How
It can be
moving around, like there's a lot of things to
the
consider.
good thing is I mean, life does still move forward, but
Yeah.
but you're right. It's a tough situation.
It
and
is.
then you have Glenn
Glenn and Maggie
hooking up,
hooking up at the pharmacy.
one-time thing.
One-time thing. I mean, I do kind of get the feeling like it's not going to be just a one-time thing, though.
Glenn's gonna fall hard.
Yeah, I mean,
He already seems to be like down
He-
that she said.
they come riding back on the horses, and he has like the biggest grin on his face ever. That was cute to see.
I'm almost sure that the old man Herschel kind of thought something. I just got that feeling. I could be wrong, that he feels like when she talked to him, like everything went really good. Like, I mean, how
Like
she said it
nothing
was
happened.
nothing. Yeah,
Like he
Like-
got like that fatherly instinct
I
of
think
like,
I felt that. I felt that in that situation. And then a lot of dialogue in this.
A lot of
You
dialogue.
have
Daryl, he's really like going up the ranks for me, like him
oh, for sure. Yeah.
well, not just that,
It
but
was a
like
wonderful
what he
thing he did.
Yes, it was a wonderful thing that he did to show Carol.
He's definitely not a Merle guy.
No,
He's tough on the exterior, but he's butter.
he's like a softie on the inside.
But he's got butter on the inside.
Right.
Like, he does care
He
about.
cares, and he can he feels like
Yeah.
her pain that she's going through, and I think that maybe he saw a little bit that she was losing hope, because I saw that a little bit in this episode, that she was losing hope, and I think he did that to kind of maybe reinvigorate her, and that was a beautiful thing to do for her in that moment. So yes, that totally, like, I'm really starting to really like his character.
And then there was a question in the comments I did see. I browsed through them. I didn't have much time to really go through them because obviously the video just went up today.
Right.
As our moderators kind of go through those, and then we are able to look at them. I did see one question in there for me and Lacey. Who do you see me as, a Shane or a Rick? And who would you want me to be like, Shane or Rick?
Okay. I mean,
It's a good question.
Yeah.
I can't remember who put that on there, but I'm addressing it. I should have wrote it down, and I'll get better at that as we go along. But let's play that for a moment.
Okay. Well, I personally, from what I can gather of Rick and Shane, I would think that you're kind of like maybe in the middle of those two. You're, like passionate about your family and protecting them like Rick is, but it seems kind of like Shane is kind of like I'm going to do what I need to do, period, whether it's right or wrong, to save the people I love or care about. And I think that you could be that way if necessary.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
It's a good question. I thought it was a great
I
question.
would want you to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
In a situation like that. So,
And
in
the
between.
question-
In between.
So that you answered that perfectly, I think.
Okay.
And I'm going to answer it because they asked us both.
Okay.
I feel like, watching the show, I feel like more of a Rick because I do believe that he does whatever it takes. He takes into account a little bit of everything, but I still feel Rick is a little bit, like you said, I think he is some Shane and some him, but not psychotic.
Right. Not
part.
on the psychotic points, but he,
Definitely Shane has the ability to
kill people if he has to.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe Rick has that ability too. I haven't seen that necessarily, but I think he would be more.
He probably wouldn't have shot Otis.
No, he would probably like think things through a little bit more and like weigh things out.
See, I think Shane wouldn't have made it back had he not made that decision. You know, and I think that's kind of the whole point of it, was he had to do what he had to do to get the stuff back, to draw the
Right.
heat off him so he could live to get the stuff
to
back.
get the stuff back.
Because he knew he'd get it back.
Right. And
Whereas-
he couldn't count on
Otis getting it.
Otis to do that. Like, he probably would have, maybe, but maybe he wouldn't have, and Shane didn't want to run that risk. He didn't feel like both of them were going to get out of that situation.
Right.
Period. He felt like one of us has to get out, and it's got to be me, because I can't bank on him making it. So, I mean, I can kind of see why he
Shitty
did
thing to
it.
do.
It's a shitty thing to do. It's a cold thing to do, and if you probably could have let it go on a little bit longer to kind of like guarantee that I have to do this. At
Well,
that point, I felt like there's still a chance.
The heat of the
You know what I
moment,
mean?
and, you know, Shane did have that talk
Yeah.
and with Andrea, so bringing that up
Yeah.
as he has the conversation with Andrea, I feel as if he divulges more information.
Yes.
Like, so, you know, sometimes if you just listen to the conversation again,
Yeah.
it makes sense that he's
Talking about what he just did.
yeah.
Period.
It's
like,
it's personal psychologist, but no.
Yeah. And how he does what he has to do, and you know, it's hard to do that, but you have to just flip a switch and then
You do
just
it.
forget about it when you're done.
He's still
But
having
he is still having a rough time, so it is still hitting him.
So-
it is still bothering him that
Yeah.
he did that.
and he says
so-
that. He
so,
says that. He goes,
yeah.
I still have a rough time with.
And he was having flashbacks of it and everything. So I
Yeah.
think I don't think he is just this cold, horrible person. He's feeling remorse for what happened. I see. On one hand he does, but on another hand he doesn't.
I'm calling it 50-50.
50-50.
He's trying to play it up in his mind that it's okay, but it's
Yeah,
not okay.
it's
and-
not okay. But from how he was saying that, I feel like he does, like it is hitting him. He does have. He's not just like a psychopath that's just like, oh well, I did that. Oh well, like he's still feeling his actions. If that makes any sense.
No, it does. It does. It makes sense. But then again, you know, I'm seeing it a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I feel he's really talking himself into the situation. I got to do what I have to do, and I'll do it. But yet,
When maybe that
I'm still
wasn't.
having a rough time with that. But he's laying that out there psychologically to get it out of his mind, to push it out. You know, it's verbally to say it, but he's trying to internalize everything. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
So
I get what you're saying. It's like
we all do stuff that, you know, we try to make right in our head at times, and then we have to replay it. And sometimes talking about it puts it out there.
It puts it out there, but not in like I'm admitting what I did
Yeah.
thing, but putting it out there,
I think we
talking
all-
about it, but then at that point so that you can internalize it and move past it.
So what I'm saying is this show is so well written that it brings up conversations like we're having right now.
Right.
You know, because let's say, for instance, we have something that goes on. I could mention one today, for instance, that we, you know, where something goes on and you make a decision to say or do something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can explain that totally later, but what I'm trying to say is I came to Lacey about it and I said, what did you see out of that? And you know, what she sees maybe not what I see, or she may agree or disagree.
Right.
But it's good to get it out there because sometimes you
You just sit there and think about it and, you know, weave it in a million different ways in your head, and
right.
sometimes just to let it out and talk about it, or just let it out period, can kind of help, you know, help with that, your wheels turning,
Yeah.
and it helps maybe shut it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that being said, definitely so well written that it brings about conversations.
Right.
And the show does a lot of that, and I love that about the show. It's not just zombie killing, and it did have some action in it, with the well, the well
Right.
Zombie that was in there.
Which was like completely pointless
Gross,
for them to do
nasty. But
yeah.
but everything about the show is just really neat. And I love how they even did dialogue in this. It wasn't a boring show at all. It actually
No, it wasn't.
Had people trying to be normal, or setting up that normal path.
Right.
Rick is basically begging Herschel to say, look, man, you don't know what it's like out there. You're living out here.
Right.
Herschel probably has an idea, but he also states that he has things too, which clicked in my head.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck? What?
Like I almost thought my mind went several different areas. Like he has something hidden, or there's something that he's not talking about.
He's not gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Something that there's factors here or something. And it's like,
and he made a point to say that.
But what is that supposed to mean?
So
too? Like,
if Lacey plays that in the video, she'll see that probably. I mean, I don't know what my face was, but I can only imagine that it was shooting off in
probably
yeah, because I pay attention to those
Yeah.
conversations, especially after watching Game of Thrones, about conversations.
yeah,
And
reading into everything.
yeah,
But yeah, you don't say that unless there's something behind it.
true.
So
There's something. It could be
Something.
minimal, but I think it's bigger than minimal because you just don't state that in a conversation.
right.
Like Herschel
that-
seems
and
like a
that you're
very
like-
ideal person that he would let him stay there. But there's something
But there's
going
something that he has, like some sort of secret.
on. That's it. Bingo. It could be something to do with his family, something.
That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe it has something to do with his
Well,
family.
Yeah, like something that they went through, or something they want hidden. He just didn't bring it out to Rick, and I would think if anyone, he would have brought up to Rick because he knows that he seems like he thinks he's an upstanding
yeah,
guy.
and they seem to get along
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah. But I thought it was a great episode. Some people said it's slower, and I'm fine with slower because the acting and the story of it is gripping.
Yeah.
So I'm not at all like, oh, this sucked, because it really wasn't. It was really dialogue that needed to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed this episode, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes.
Please leave a like on this video.
Yep.
Leave your comments and questions below.
And if you have any other things that we want to address on our videos, please put them in the comments below. We love to answer questions.
Yep.
It does. When you guys bring up little questions like that, we like to play along. So
Oh, for
please
sure.
play along. We like to be interactive.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already.
And share our video.
And bang that bell.
Bang it.
And we hope that you have an amazing and awesome day.
Look, I hope amazing happens to each and every one of you. Peace out.